Salam everyone, hope you're well. I'm Zynab Dehshia, and today we're going to be talking about why is dieting not going to help us to lose weight. So I'm a registered associate nutritionist, so I've done my bachelor's and master's in nutrition, and I'm also a level 4 personal trainer. I've worked with over 100 clients since 2018, so I promise you that dieting is not going to help you to lose weight. So what is the difference between dieting and balanced nutrition? So dieting is when you restrict yourself, when you self-isolate, when you don't have that freedom with food. Whereas with balanced nutrition, you eat everything you enjoy in moderation. Unless you're allergic to it. So if you're allergic to something, which could be gluten, dairy, wheat, mustard, celery, then make sure you don't consume them. Now, what is eating in moderation? How can we eat in moderation? Number one, check out your portion size. Check out your plate. So try to reduce the size of the plate. Sometimes people consume in really large and massive plates without being aware of it. So make sure your plate is somewhat a bit smaller. Now, in order for us to know what size should the plate be, it should be about 19 to 20 centimeters width. Now, take 15 to 20 minutes to eat. So there is a direct correlation between our mind and our stomach. So make sure you take your time when you're consuming. Sometimes we don't realize how quick we can eat. Sometimes it takes us 5 minutes to just finish the whole meal. So 15 to 20 minutes is quite ideal to take time to actually consume our meal. Look at your meal, look at your food when you're consuming. Sometimes we're just playing on our phone. We are reading a newspaper, reading a book, watching the TV. Try to look at your food when you're eating. So number one, we can appreciate the food. And number two, once again, there's a whole mind and stomach correlation. Make sure half of your plate is firstly filled up with vegetables, then add the protein and then the carbohydrates. Reduce sugary drinks and snacks. So reduce. You don't need to avoid, you can reduce it. So this means that you can still enjoy sugary snacks, sugary drinks, but you don't have to completely avoid it. And this is the difference between dieting and balanced nutrition. You can still enjoy sugary drinks and sugary snacks, but in moderation. Stop eating when you are full. So first of all, our body is an amana from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we need to make sure that we take care of our health, our body. So when you know you're full, stop eating. Unfortunately, a lot of cultures have taught us that we have to finish our plate, even though we are full. But that's incorrect. If you're full, stop. That's it. Now, these are a few examples of different types of diets. We've got intermittent fasting, which did become famous in 2012, where people fast from 7 p.m. until 12 p.m. the next day. So about 16 hours of fasting. Potentially, obviously, it's not the most ideal because you are, again, restricting yourself. The other one is keto dieting, which is a high-fat diet. This comes from the diabetic world, which if the doctor recommends you to follow this diet, then okay, fine. But on your own, please do not try this diet. The next one is high-protein diet. Too much protein can affect your kidneys. So be careful. Don't just go and, change your diet completely and start having too much protein to lose weight. Calorie counting. Now, another problem with calorie counting is that you forget the quality of the food. You start focusing on the numbers. So it's really important to actually make sure you're having good quality food, focusing on the food, nourishing your body, fueling your body, rather than focusing on the number. So how can we manage our weight healthily? So your sleep. You need to focus on your sleep. Make sure there is you have 6 to 9 hours of sleep every night. Sorry. I saw the water, so I remember to have some water. 6 to 8 glasses of water per day. So water is very important for our bone, joints, organs, even for weight loss. So water is not just there to have 1 glass a day. No, make sure you have 6 to 8 glasses per day. So it will be about 4 of these per day. Also, you can have herbal tea. So if you don't like water, you can drink herbal teas. So that's absolutely fine. Exercising 3 to 5 times a week. Now, we're going to talk about exercise in a bit and I'll explain furthermore, but making sure that you do exercise and you're active throughout the week. Eating in moderation. So we did explain what moderate eating is. So make sure you are eating in moderation and taking care of your mental health, your stress. So if you know you're someone who's got a stressful life or a stressful job, make sure to manage it. Make sure you give yourself some me time, some time to yourself to manage your stress levels, because it really does affect your weight. Now, let's talk about sleep. So if you guys just think about it, how many hours of sleep do you get every night? 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, more than that? Your sleep is very effective on your energy level, on your hormones. And all of that will affect your motivation towards exercise, your food choices, and your overall energy. So if you don't sleep enough at night, you're not going to have that energy. So when you want to go exercise, you won't have that energy, and you need that energy to actually go, actually exercise, any exercise you want to do, so you have that energy, so you can put that calories out of your body. Now, poor food choices. So what happens is that, again, when you have less amounts of energy, you want quick energy to, boost you up, to energize you. How do you do that? People go immediately towards quick energy, which is sugary food, sugary snacks. So that's why sleeping is very important. Having 6 to 9 hours of sleep at night is very important. If you can't get 6 to 9 hours of sleep per night, then try having a few naps during the day. Now, is there a perfect exercise for weight loss? No. Any exercise you enjoy, any exercise you wish to do and you can be consistent with, that's the perfect exercise. It could be walking, it could be gym, it could be different classes, yoga, Pilates, anything you enjoy. Boxing, my favorite. So any sort of exercise you enjoy, make sure you do that so you can be consistent with it. And then you can create a whole routine. Now, this is very important. Routine is going to help you to be disciplined and to actually be consistent. So once again, the consistency is very important. The Eat Well Guide. This is the UK's guideline, the UK's government's guideline for nutrition. So making sure you have 5 portions of fruits and vegetables per day. So that means you can potentially have 3 fruits and 2 vegetables per day. It doesn't mean 5 fruits and 5 vegetables. No, 5 fruits and vegetables together. Now, green vegetables don't really count. You can have lettuce, cucumbers, all of that as much as you want. But the other vegetables do count within these 5 portions. Starchy foods, so that's your bread, pasta, rice. Make sure they're whole grains. So for example, brown bread, brown pasta. They've got more fiber and it's very good for your gut health. Milk and dairy foods. So if you are lactose intolerant, so if you're allergic to lactose, to let's say cow's milk, then you can find milk and dairy alternatives. But milk and dairy are very important for our bone health due to the calcium content. Now, protein. Again, chicken, fish, meat, beans and pulses, eggs, very important to have in every single meal, your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So some people only have protein in dinner and they forget about their breakfast. You need to have protein in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for breakfast, it could be beans, it could be eggs, any of that. All that being said, make sure you are looking after your portion size. Portion size is very important. So what is the issue with dieting long term? Number one, it affects your sleep, your hormones, your mood, your energy level. Then it could affect your socializing life. So let's say when you want to go to a restaurant and you're on a diet, on a restrictive diet, and let's say you want to have cheesecake with your friends or family, and everyone else is eating but you. So that's not nice, right? So that is another issue with dieting. You have to self-isolate and you have to restrict. Another one is over time, you can eventually slow down your metabolism when it comes to long-term dieting. So metabolism is very important for us to be able to lose weight, for our body to actually function normally. Hair loss. So you will lose hair if you continuously follow a restrictive diet. Lack of strength, and also it can lead to a lot of health issues and complications if it's not prescribed correctly by your doctor. So if your doctor tells you to follow a particular diet and they're actually, prescribing that to you, then that's fine. Now, benefits of allowing your body to consume everything in moderation. So your metabolism will not slow down, which once again, metabolism is very important for our health. You have better energy, you have happy mood, a good sleep, quality sleep, which is very important, and you won't be self-isolating. And also you have more energy to exercise. So all of this is a big cycle. So if you have good energy, good sleep, you can exercise better, you burn more calories, then you can eat good in moderation. It's all a cycle, and you'll be burning calories in moderation and correctly. So a lot of the times people feel like if they lose, let's say, 4 kg in a week, that's perfect. And they'll expect themselves to be losing that amount every single week. But that's not very healthy over a long period of time. So usually between 500 grams to 1 kg per week for weight loss is the normal amount. So you need to be aware of how much you're also losing weight per week. So in conclusion, drink 6 to 8 glasses of water or herbal teas if you want to mix them. Stay active. Any exercise you enjoy. If your friend loves going for a jog in the morning and you don't like that, that's fine. You don't have to follow your friend. If that's working for your friends, perfect. But do what you enjoy. Take care of your mental health. Please manage your stress level, anxiety, all of that. Take care of your mental health. Eat everything in moderation unless you're allergic to something. Thank you so much, everyone. That was all. You can follow me on Instagram for further information. But if you have any questions now, I am here to answer. Thank you so much.